So welcome everybody to our Friday morning mobility workout. It's going to be a full body stretch out, and the idea is that if you have any little aches and pains or areas of stiffness going on, maybe in your neck, your shoulders, your lower back, or your hips, then we're going to work those out and you're going to feel much looser, more mobile at the end of this workout than you do right now, which will be wonderful. So first thing I'd like everybody to do is get up onto your feet, and you're going to do 10 squats. Do them really slowly, and I want you to pay close attention to how every little bit of that squat feels, because you're going to reassess this at the end. So 10 nice slow squats. 10, 9, listen to the hips. What are the hips saying? What's the back saying? What are the shoulders saying? See how low you can go. See how much you can pull your chest up. See how it feels. Okay, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, put that squat into your memory bank, because we're going to return to it at the end and see if you've made any progress. So coming down onto the floor now, you're going to come into a child's pose to relax the nervous system, ready to let the muscles release. So really bring the breath on this one and allow yourself to fully dissolve into the floor. So you can take your knees wide for this one if it feels comfortable, or you can put your knees together, but the toes are going to be together. I like wide knees. Sink your hips back onto your heels, reach the arms out in front, and relax your forehead right the way down to the floor. We're going to take 5 long, deep breaths and follow my count. I want you to take a huge breath into your belly and let it fill up the whole of your torso, including your back. So breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow yourself to get a little bit heavier. Relax. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really melt into the floor now. 3 more. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Make this the biggest breath you've taken all day. Really fill up the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and everything out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice how you feel. And then slowly coming up into a comfortable sitting position. So you can sit onto your knees or kneel up or all fours, cross-legged, not all fours. And we're going to start to pay some attention to your neck. So we're doing a little neck matrix here. Sit nice and tall whilst you're doing this, but make sure the shoulders are well away from the ears. We're going to move super slowly, drawing the neck in full rotations. So drop your ear down to your shoulder. Bring the chin down to the chest. Slowly bring the other ear to the shoulder. Tilt the head back, look up. All the way back now, stretch in the front of the throat. Coming back to the start very, very slowly. So we've got ear back to our shoulder and then reset. If there were any areas there that felt tighter,
When we go on to the next rotation, I want you to go at your own pace and spend a little bit more time in those areas. So we'll repeat and go the other way now. So going at your own pace, make sure the shoulders stay relaxed. Find the areas of tightness and spend a little bit of time lingering there. Keep bringing the breath. As you tilt your head back, really feel that stretch in the front of the throat. It can be a little uncomfortable for some people, so breathe. Try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then every time you complete a circle, you're going to take it the other way. Slowly and mindfully releasing the neck. We carry an awful lot of tension in the neck. So giving it a little bit of attention, just like this, every day, can help to release that tension. We build up a lot of tension, particularly from sitting at laptops, where we're hunched over and we strain the neck forwards. So we end up with very tight traps of the muscles right at the top of your upper back, just below the neck. These get very tight. So if you're dropping your chin down to your chest now, and you can really feel that deep stretch, that's your traps. So spend some time releasing them. Remember to change the direction of your circles. Keep breathing. Remember, you can do this one anytime, anywhere, just for a few moments of release in the neck. Don't rush past the sticky bits, stay on them. Okay, perfect. Just finish up wherever you are and make your way into a 90-90 position. So we're going to address the hips now. One of the most important parts of the body to keep mobile, because when the hips are mobile, the rest of the body can move more freely and we can release pain, especially in the lower back. So come into a perfect 90-90 position with your legs, where we've got the front leg coming straight out from the hip and then straight out across the body with the foot flexed. Back leg comes straight out from the body with the foot directly behind the knee. So get your perfect 90-degree position on both legs. You might already be feeling like, whoa, I'm going to topple over. Well, hopefully after a little while, your body will adjust and open up, be more accepting to this position. So that's why we're doing this good work today. So take one arm around and place it palm down on the floor, sitting as tall as you can, opening the shoulder. So we've got a really long neutral spine. So first of all, I'd like you to take a deep breath in. We're always going to work with the breath on this one. So big breath in and grow tall. You're going to lean forwards over that front leg, feeling that stretch in the front hip. 3, 2, 1, and then ease it off. Okay, go again. On this one, you're going to push into the floor, your front knee and your front ankle as hard as you can. Really create some tension. So breath in, breathe out, ease forwards, push into the floor as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off. And again, exactly the same. If you're starting to feel any areas of cramping now, I want you to push into them. It's okay. If you're starting to cramp, it means you're doing something good, something new for your body. So let's go for it. Breathe in and breathe out, ease forward. See if you can go a little bit further this time. And let's push right into the floor with front knee and front ankle. Big push. Oh yeah, ease off. Okay, one more like this, and then we're going to add on a little spicy extra. So breathe in, 2, exhale, go as far as you can this time, push like crazy into the floor, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Right, add on now. You're going to stay upright, but we're really going to perfect this 90-degree position. So if you've wriggled out of it, come back into it again. And this time, I want you to try, an emphasis here on try, don't worry if nothing happens, lift your front foot off the floor for a few seconds. So if I took my hand underneath my foot and I lifted it up, I'd get loads of movement here. I'm not expecting to get anything like that. Even if it's only 1 millimeter, I want you to try and lift it for a few seconds. But we're going to try and keep this knee on the floor. So knee on the floor, lifting the ankle, but no hands. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, and try to lift it. As you can see, mine isn't coming off the floor much, but I've got this intention to lift it. And my hip here is going like crazy. Lift, lift, lift as much as you can and relax. Good stuff. That should have been really hard work. If it wasn't hard work, then you must be superhuman, because it certainly is for me. So we're going to do 4 more like that. So breathe in. As you breathe out, lifting this front foot. Feel that glute fire up. Feel that hip working. Lift, lift, lift as much as you can, even if it's only 1 millimeter. Lift and down. Nice one. In between these, if you feel like you need a little windscreen wiper with the legs, if they're getting crampy, then go for that. Just make sure that you settle back into the right position. And let's go again. Big breath in, lift this foot. Lift, the intention to lift. 5, 4, keep breathing. 2 and 1. Good, relax that hip. So it's this front hip here that is doing the work to externally rotate and lift this leg up. The leg isn't really going to lift all that much, but the intention is firing up the muscles in this hip. Okay, and again, breathe in, breathe out and lift. 5, 4, do the best you can. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 1 more. Breathe in. Sit tall. Give it everything you've got to lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice. We're done on that side. So let's give the legs a shake out. So that front hip should be feeling a little bit different now. Straight onto the other side, and we'll do the same. So just spend some time making sure that this 90-90 position is perfect. Front leg comes straight out from the hip, across the body horizontally, and this back leg straight out, again at 90 degrees, and pay attention to what the foot is doing, foot and the shin. So you want that coming straight back out behind the knee. So sit tall, plant the palm here, open the shoulder, breath in, and lean into the stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back. Remember, we want a big push with the front knee and front ankle into the floor as hard as you can. Make it intense. Really go for it. Don't hold back. The more you go for it, the more benefit you get. Breathe in, tall length, and let's sink forwards. A little bit deeper this time, and a little bit more tension through that front hip. Drive into the floor, drive into the floor. Ease off. Good stuff. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, let's ease forwards a little bit further this time. Go on, challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone, challenge and push, 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 ease off. 1 more like this. Breathe in. Here we go, last one. Drive the leg into the floor, drive. 4, drive. 3, push. 2, 1, ease off. Okay, loosen up the hips if you want to. We're going to come into the leg lift now. If you've moved yourself, then readjust back into the correct position. Always pay attention to cheeky back foot. It's always the one that moves. Make sure it's right behind the knee. Okay, so 4 of these. Sit tall. Think about lifting the front foot. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, release. Okay, on the next one, think about lifting the front foot, but remember that the movement comes from this hip. It's the hip that is lifting the foot. Breathe in. Go for it, let's lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. So we're on the second side now. This side may feel totally different to the other side. I actually feel like on this side, I can get some lift from my foot, whereas on the other side, I couldn't. Okay, 2 more, breath in, and lift. From the hip, movement comes from the hip. See how far you can lift it up. Squeeze, lift, and relax. Okay, nice, this should be quite challenging now. We've just got 1 more to go. Breathe in, and exhale, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, well done. Okay, some good work through the hips there. Okay, working our way back down the body now. We're going to warm up the toes, which might feel like something you've never done before, but we're going to give the feet and the toes some attention now. So I'd like you to kneel first of all. So kneeling up and tuck your toes underneath. And if you can, try and spread the toes as wide apart as possible. Use your hands if you want to spread them and lengthen them out. So already this might feel quite challenging for you. That's okay, just do what you can. And then we're going to sit back onto the heels. And here we're stretching through the ankles, we're stretching through the toes and the feet. So the feet do get neglected quite often. We don't really pay attention to them, but they do a lot of work because they carry our body every single day. Every time we're moving, these feet are doing a ton of work. And if the feet aren't quite working as hard as they should be, then everything in the upward chain from the feet can break down. So when you're doing your movements, like your squats, your deadlifts, your lunges, it all starts in the feet. So if we can pay some attention to getting the feet and the ankles working more optimally, everything else will be more optimal. So you might have some big stretches going on the feet right now. So we're just going to release out of that and tap them on the floor. Give it all a bit of a shake. I want you to come to the same position now, but you're going to tuck your toes under. This might feel weird. Okay, so you're tucking them underneath, toes are facing behind you now, and you're going to try to sit back onto your heels with the toes tucked under and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake off. And now sit back with the feet flat. So the tops of the feet flat on the floor, and you're just going to sit down. And let's give the feet a little bit of a massage as well. So just start pressing your thumbs around the balls of the feet, particularly just playing with the toes, moving the toes around. This works best if you don't have any socks on. Okay, one more time. Tuck the toes under, spread the toes wide, sit back and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out, little tap. And now tuck the toes under. If you can't get your bum all the way back onto your heels, because this is really uncomfortable, don't worry, keep your hands on the floor, just sit back as far as you can, get a little bit of a stretch through those toes. Challenge yourself, but make sure you're not in pain. 3, 2, 1. Okay, superb. Okay, paying some attention now to the ankles and the calves. We're coming into a combat stretch. So if you take right leg forwards like so, and then you're going to sit onto your left leg. If this isn't a position which is within reach for you, for whatever reason, maybe uncomfortable knees, then you can do this on a bench or a sofa as well. So you'd have the right leg up onto the bench and the other leg just sinking down behind you. It's not really the back leg that's so important, it's this front one that we're working on. Okay, so this is called a combat stretch, great for the calves, great for the ankles. We're going to be pushing forward as far as we can, aiming to get the knee over the toe as far as possible. When we've gone as far as we can, we're going to try and lift the toes. So let's start to push forwards. Don't let the heel lift though. And now try to lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Ease off. Just have a little look at what the knee's doing as well. You want the knee straight forwards over the toe, not collapsing in or splaying out. So straight forwards, and don't allow your heel to lift. Go to the end range of the stretch and then keep it there, trying to push the heel down. Okay, let's go. Big breath in, breathe out, and lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off. So we should be feeling a deep stretch down the calf, back of the ankle, and then as we lift the toes, we're really firing up the muscles on the front of the shin. If you ever experience shin splints, then this is a great stretch for you. It'll make them disappear. So ease forwards and lift. Push as hard as you can, lift as high as you can. 3, 2, 1, ease off. We're going to do 2 more. Drive forwards, a little bit further this time. Lift the toes as high as possible. Make sure the knee is straight forwards. And relax. 1 more. Pushing in. Don't let the heel lift. Lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. On to the other side. Like I said, a lot of our stability and our movements are determined by what's going on in the feet and in the ankles. So paying attention to these really small muscles here can give you a great deal of benefit, an area that often gets neglected. So exactly the same on the other side. Might feel very different though. And let's go. So pushing forwards, heel down, see how far you can get that knee. Lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you've got a nice flexible ankle, you should be able to really drive that knee very far over your toes. If you're finding that you can't get your knee very far over your toes, you're probably also someone who struggles to get deep in squats. So the further you can get your knee over your toe, the deeper you'll be able to do a squat. Okay, 4 more. Push forwards and lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease back. 3 more. Drive forwards. Push the heel down, lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you're getting that heat and that burning in the front of your leg, that's what you want. That's a good thing. I want you to go for intensity here. Try and make this intense. That's where you'll make progress. 2 more. Push forwards and lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting back. And 1 more to go. Really go for it now. Don't hold back. Last chance. Push and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good stuff. Stand on up and just shake it all out a bit. Okay, so next up, we're going to pay some more attention to the hips and backs of the legs. So we're going to make our way into a downward dog, which is a yoga pose, but I'm going to add on some little extras for you to think about. So if you are familiar with doing a downward dog, you can head into it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I can teach it to you here. So plant your hands on the floor and spread your fingers as wide as you can get them. Legs are going to be hip width, tuck the toes under, let your head dangle, and you're going to start to slowly peel the hips off the floor, keeping the spine long, pushing your chest towards the back of the room, and then slowly start to lengthen out the legs. Make sure the neck is relaxed. Paying attention to the shoulders, I want you to externally rotate them. So this means pulling your shoulders away from your ears so you're fully engaged in your upper back. Elbows are slightly soft. Deep breaths. Try to spiral the arms so the elbow pits are facing forwards. Now try to ease the heels down to the floor a little bit more. And now we're going to start to play with this. So thinking about movement from the hip, I want you to internally rotate your hips. So you're going to spiral the hips inward, and you're going to try and flatten that little arch inside your foot. So we call this pronating the feet. Try to flatten that little arch. It's going to feel quite tough. Good, and now take it the other way. So externally rotate your hips and try now to push the outer edge of your feet into the floor. Keep breathing. Okay, and come down. Relax into child's pose if you want to. Or come on up and just shake the hips out. So what I'm thinking about here is pronation and supination of the feet. So pronation is where the feet roll in, supination is where they roll out. So when you come in next time, looking at your feet, see if you can roll in for the internal rotation and roll out for the external rotation. Okay, let's go again. Palms wide, feet hip width, head dangles, fill the hips up, lengthen through the spine, so the bum is right up in the air, chest pushes to the back of the room, pull your shoulders away from your ears, elbow pits face the front of the room, and now pushing your heels down. Breathe, big breath in. As you breathe out, internal rotation, so driving the foot into the floor, the inside of the foot into the floor, pronating, lots of tension in the hips here. If you're doing this right, you can feel this in your hips. And the other way, push the outside of the feet into the floor, supination. Externally rotate the hips, squeeze, and relax. That should be mega hard work if you're doing this right. So relax again. Let's let the nervous system calm down into child's pose if you like. Deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, prepare again for another downward dog. Hands in front of the shoulders, spread the palms.
Feet hip width, tuck the toes under, let the head dangle. Hips come right up as high as you can get them. Chest pushes to the back of the room. Shoulders away from the ears. Elbow pits face forwards. We drive the heels down to the floor. And we pronate the feet. So squeeze them in. Squeeze them in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Supinate. You twist out. Try and push the outer edge of the feet down from the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do one more of those. Again, rest down in child's pose if that feels nice and relaxing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Make your way back into downward dog again. Final one. Again, challenge yourself. If this feels easy, you're not doing it right. This should feel really hard. The harder you make it, the more benefit you'll get. Okay, so internal rotation, that's that pronation of the feet where you try to collapse the inner arch. Let's go. 5, 4, keep the legs straight as you can. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to supinate. So pushing the outer edge of the foot into the floor. External rotation from the hip. Squeeze, squeeze, hang on in there. And relax down. Nice one. Okay, we're going to challenge your balance a little bit on the next one. So I've made sure that your feet are nice and warm, ready for this. So we need nice, warm, mobile feet. And you're going to need a nice, positive state of mind for this one, because this one will challenge you, and it's going to challenge me also. Okay, so I want you to stand with your feet directly underneath your hip points. We're going to lift the arms out in front, and first of all, come straight up onto your toes. See if you can hold up as high as you can, just for a few seconds, and then back down. Spread the toes, so you've got a nice firm base. Spread the toes, do it again. Lift the arms up, relax your shoulders down there, and coming up onto the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I find this extremely challenging to stay up there for even a second. So if you fall out of it, don't worry. One more. Up onto the toes. Really stretching these ankles now. 3, 2, 1. And down. Calves might also be getting fired up here. Okay, now we're really going to up the ante. We're going to come up onto the toes, and then you're going to drop down into a squat while still staying on the toes. So give this a go. Up onto the toes, and slowly dropping down. Slowly, slowly. When you get into your deepest squat, see if you can lift up onto the toes even further, stretching those ankles, and then slowly come up. Is anyone still with me? And drop down. Woo! It's such hard work. Trust, that is super hard for anybody. Okay, and again, feet under the hips, spread the toes, arms up in front, lift up onto the tippy toes, and we'll sink it down. Keep your core nice and tight, stay positive, up onto the toes, lifting the chest, come back up. See if you can stay on the toes, and then drop down. Okay, spiral through the ankles. A lot of work going on with these feet today. And let's go again.
Nice and positive. You can do this. Up we go. Onto the toes. And down. Slowly, slowly. Go as far as you can. When you get to the bottom, see if you can lift up onto the toes a little bit more. Really stretch through these ankles. And lift up. Go as high as you can, as high as you can. And down. Woo! Wowee. Okay, well done. Let's move on to the shoulders now. So we've got Y's, T's, and W's here. For this one, I'd like you to be kneeling on the floor. So half kneeling like this, not all the way down. Half kneel. And you've got 3 arm positions. We've got the Y, the T, and the W. I'll do a demo first. So you're going to take your arms out to the side with the palms forwards, and you lift up into a Y shape, squeezing the shoulder blades really firmly down your back and trying not to lose the tuck of your tailbone. So we're trying not to push forwards to get that position, but stay strong in the core, tailbone tucked down, and I've got this Y shape. So from the Y, you'll come into a T, so you're straight out to the side, still squeezing the shoulder blades in together, and then we'll do a W. So we're going to bend at the elbows and then squeeze all the way back, shoulder blades squeezing together, again trying not to lose that tuck under with the pelvis. So we're going to do this 5 times. This really helps the shoulders to move in a more mobile way. So we're really activating the muscles of the upper back, which tend to get quite tired and neglected and sleepy when we're sat down. They don't have to work very hard. So we're going to force them to work a little bit harder so that we can fully open up the chest and correct our posture and take away pain in the back and in the neck. So come into your kneeling position, tuck the tailbone under and be aware of that the whole time. Palms forwards, try to open up the chest and palms forwards, and then bring the arms up into the Y shape. Now squeeze your shoulder blades down your back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, into the T shape. Again, shoulder blades squeezing together and down the back. Pull the arms behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the W now. So bend at the elbows. Make sure you haven't lost your pelvic tuck. Squeeze back. Try and pull those wrists back, back, back. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, so you've had your first go now. You might have realised that you maybe lost your pelvic tuck. Maybe your wrists were coming forwards and you couldn't quite pull them back. Maybe your arms are out in front and you want to try and see if you can open up your chest a bit more. So make all of these micro adjustments on the next one. Okay, pelvic tuck. Nice and strong core. Palms forwards, open up the chest. Out to the side and up into your Y shape. Pull the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the wrists back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And W. Squeeze down the back and together with the shoulder blades. Pull the wrists back. 5, 4. Squeeze tight. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, loosen it all up. We'll do 3 more of those. Okay, reset. Tailbone down, abs on. Slight squeeze of the glutes as well. Bring the arms open, shoulders away from the ears, but chest open, palms forwards. Rise up, Y shape. Squeeze down the back for 5, 4, pull back. Squeeze together. Good. Into the T shape, shoulder blades squeezing together. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, 1, W. Now really pull back with those wrists. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the tailbone down. And relax. Good stuff. Okay, 2 more of these. So just kind of getting the hang of it now. On the last 2, I want you to really squeeze as much as possible with the muscles in your upper back. So visualizing your shoulder blades, how you can get them away from the ears and squeezing together and also down your back. So tailbone tuck, abs on, glutes slightly engaged. Open up the chest, palms forwards, raise up into the Y. Straight arms, and let's squeeze as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. T-shape, squeeze together, shoulders down. Pull the wrists back. Little bit further, little bit further, little bit more. Y. Really go for it. Squeeze down, pull back. Pull those wrists back. 3, 2, 1. Ease off. Wonderful. Should feel a nice bit of heat going on in the back now, and you might already feel like, wow, I'm so open now. You might have started feeling quite tight in the chest and quite closed, and now all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I can stand up tall. So last one, tuck down, abs and glutes on, rotate open, lift the palms up to a Y, squeeze like mad for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. T-shape, pull back, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Everything you've got. Last one. And Y. Pull down and back. Pull those wrists back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Okay. We're working really hard now. So if you want to just grab a little sip of water or take some layers off, you might be finding that you're getting quite warm now. So next part of the workout is paying attention to the lumbar part of the spine, so the lower back, lumbar spine. And we'll come into a plank position on your knees, and we're going to be playing with pelvic tuck. So we were already playing with this a little bit just now, where I was saying make sure you take your tailbone down so the abs are engaged, but we're going to start to play with that movement a little bit more. So really giving the spine some loving so that it can move freely in the way that it should, the way that it was born to. So come into a front plank. So the elbows are below the shoulders, and wriggle your knees back so that you are in a plank, you're not still on all fours. The knees are right back, so the core is going to have to work. Don't pay too much attention here to the upper body. We do want the shoulders pulling away from the ears, but we want most of the movement coming from the lumbar back and from the lower abs here. So the idea here is that we pull the navel up towards the spine as high as we can, tucking the tailbone down. Squeezing, come with me, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let it relax and go the other way. So now tip the bum up and let the belly hang down. Okay, we're going to do that 4 more times. Again, as I keep saying, this is all about squeezing, so make it intense. See how far you can get your belly button sucking up towards your spine, really round the lower part of your back. Okay, let's go. So round it through, really thinking about pelvis, lower back, that's the area we've got in mind. Squeeze as high as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then drop it the other way. Tilt the pelvis up, belly comes down. Okay, 3 more. So you should really feel some heat now in your core, really having to work. So tuck from the pelvis, initiate it all from the pelvis. Really round that lower back, tuck the tailbone down, drive the navel up, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off. 2 more. I can really feel this now. I feel like my body is doing a lot of work, so hopefully you feel that too.
Okay, tuck under, initiate from the pelvis, round the lower back, navel up, squeeze like crazy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. One more. Big breath in. Breathe out and tuck. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay, so when you've got the ankles moving, when you've got the feet working, when you've got the hips more mobile, the back more mobile, the chest open and the shoulders moving, everything can be much easier in life. So the things we've been through today, hopefully these are things that you can adopt at home. You could do an isolated mobility session, or you can just do little bits and pieces of this throughout the day. Anything that you really felt was beneficial to your body, you can take these away and continue to do them so that you can stay pain-free. So remember that pain comes when we have tightness somewhere else in the body, and it's a protective mechanism. So when we have tightness somewhere, the body creates tightness somewhere else and somewhere else to limit it from its range of motion. So when we can start to get more range of motion in the body, then it goes, okay, it's safe for me to go to this end range and to let go. So it's fantastic doing all of your weight training work, but we need to support that with some of this more challenging, difficult work as well, so that you can get the most out of your weight training when you come back in. So you do need to do your hard work in the weights room, but you also need to do your hard work on your mobility as well. And even more so now than ever, because we are a little bit more sedentary, not moving as much. So take from this what is going to benefit your body. Everyone's body is different, so take from it what felt good and start to implement it into your life on a regular basis, and you will feel better. So I hope you enjoyed today's workout, and have a great day, everyone.